So here we are, Si, at Tiverton Town, just kicked off, having a few technical problems with the live stream, but we are still well and truly here.
Yeah, I'll just run you through the teams. Quite a few familiar names in the Tiverton Town lineup. Lewis Williams in goal, Kyle Egan, Craig Woodman, of course. Oh, just a shot cleared off the line there in the opening minutes. Craig Woodman obviously played a few games for Exeter City. Aaron Dawson, Mike Peck, Neil Martin, Andy Watkins, Dan Hayfield, Jarryn Lewington, Jordan Baston and Chris Shepherd. The Exeter City team, Lewis Ward, Josh Key, Jordan Dyer, Alex Hartridge, trialist Lewis Page, Harry Kite, Matt Jay, Jake Taylor, Randall Williams, Joel Randall and Ben Seymour.
Good to see some good youngsters in there, Simon.
Yeah, plenty of youngsters out there on the pitch compared to the last game we were out at Taunton, but nice to see Jordan Dyer and Alex Hartridge at the back, a very young centre-back pair, and see how they get on today against Levi Landicrum.
So Tivy just playing the ball around the back. Ball with the goalkeeper. Exeter City press. Force the ball out wide by Tiverton. It's a good ball out by the centre-back. Tiverton opt to go through the middle, but it's intercepted by Jake Taylor, who now drives forward. Plays it out wide to a trialist, who puts through Joel Randall. Great ball in. Did fall for Randall Williams in the box, but just managed to get away. Jordan Dyer does well to, well, we thought did well to out-muscle Levi Landicrum, but apparently not.
Sorry, just dealing with some more of the technical issues there, John. Didn't actually seen that one, but yeah, a good position here for Tiverton on halfway, get a free kick and hopefully build an attack.
Tivy knocking the ball about pretty good in the opening stages, Simon.
Yeah, settled well, haven't they? But as we commentators curse, as you say, that it's just knocked
ball
out
runs out
of
of
play.
play. For an Exeter City throw on his left-hand side.
We get a close-up of Lewis Page, who, of course, is on trial, I think, released by Charlton. So
yep.
he's the latest one to
formerly of West Ham, Coventry and Cambridge. And just goes in for a very strong tackle, but still Tivy keep the ball. It's a great ball around the corner by Chris Shepherd. Ball crossed in by Tiverton Town. An acrobatic attempt by Tiverton's number 9.
Number 9, Levi. Oh no, Jared Lewington.
Jared Lewington.
Yeah, very acrobatic there attempt. Good ball in from Chris Shepherd. I thought good height on that cross. Was slightly behind their number 9, but he improvised well and got a shot away.
But it is a goal kick.
Yeah, goal kick.
To Exeter City. Lewis Ward goes high rather than long, which lands perfectly in the middle of the pitch. Two Tiverton Town players collide together to win the ball, but it falls to the Exeter City possession. Jake Taylor going in for a 50-50 in the middle of the park. Exeter City come out on top, and it's a good ball out wide by Harry Kite. Now Lewis Page can drive forward. Looks to beat his man, and our view is now obscured by, of course, the fact that there is fans in the ground.
Good to see, though, fans back in the ground. We saw the delight on some of the fans' faces as they came in to watch live football again. It was good to see.
Yeah, you can tell they had missed it. The ball is now in Tiverton possession. They play it out well. Chris Shepherd finds the ball in the middle of the pitch. Plays a good ball out wide. Craig Woodman on the ball now, obviously, of course, recently left Exeter City to come and join Tiverton Town. Although
stole the ball. Oh, right off the keeper.
It was a mistake by the keeper there. Ben Seymour doing what he does brilliantly, pressing high up the pitch, great energy, and the ball sort of doesn't quite fall for Exeter City to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, that would have been a real good goal. Good harrying from Ben up front, and if he just managed to, it was the connection really, and it just could have ricocheted anywhere and could have quite easily gone in the back of the net. But good effort from Ben there.
Lewis Page now again finding joy out on the left, driving forward, looks to get the ball in. He does. It's a good ball to the back edge of the area. Randall Williams looks to cut in and take a shot, but it's well cleared by.
I always think as a trialist, when you come in and you get your game at the end of the week, you've got to try and take risks and make things happen, because you've got to. It's no good perhaps just being steady. You've got to try and impress. And actually, the first 10 minutes, I think Lewis Page has done that. He's really taken the bull by the horns and gone down that that left-hand side and tried to get crosses in the box and slid into challenge and just trying to make an impression, which is going to do him no harm.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to come in and try and, you know, make an effort and not be timid, because that's not how you're going to win yourself a contract at the end of the day.
We were of course chatting to Zandy Thornton, who does a lot of the 360 work beforehand, and he was saying because we didn't know too much about Lewis Page, but he said, I've signed him on Football Manager and he did great for me, so another plus point for Lewis. But I don't think we sign players based on Football Manager, but a little bit of insight there, I suppose.
Definitely. Lewis Ward now goes long to Randall Williams, but Craig Woodman does well to not allow him to jump, and it runs up for a Tivy throw on the far left-hand side.
Yeah, it's good to see Craig Woodman playing. It's probably, I suppose, unless you come up for Tiverton during the season, it might be the last time you get, as an Exeter City fan, to see Craig Woodman play, even though he's playing for the opposition. It's always a pleasure to watch someone so assured in possession and such a good safe hands as Craig Woodman play football, and what a pass he's got on him as well.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know about you, Simon, but it looks weird from our point of view to see him in a yellow and black kit and not a red and white kit. Harry Kite now putting pressure on Chris Shepherd, which he does, but they're intricate play by Tiverton, and Chris Shepherd almost squeezed the ball through there for Jared Lewington, but well cut out by Alex Hartridge. Tiverton Town now back on the ball. Recycling the ball now at the back. Goes all the way back to Lewis Williams in goal. It goes long, straight to Lewis Page, the Exeter City trialist and left back. Alex Hartridge looks for a good ball into the middle of the park for Harry Kite.
Yeah, showed well for it there, Harry Kite. Just dropped deep, showed for the ball and brings it up into midfield, and it just gives Exeter City a chance to build it.
Harry Kite does that so well, doesn't he, Simon? Just looks and tries to get on the ball as much as possible, tries to make things happen, goes deep, finds himself in little pockets of space.
He's got plenty of energy as well. I like about Harry Kite's game in that centre of the park. He buzzes about quite a lot.
Chris Shepherd wins the ball back there and goes for another challenge, but is deemed to have fouled Joel Randall. Yeah,
it was a bit of a sandwich there between the two Tiverton players. Joel Randall in on the ball, so combination of both players, I think, just taking a bit of man as well as ball.
The quick free kick by Exeter City is cut out, and now Tiverton drive forward. Not many numbers, so they opt to go back into the middle of the park and even back to the centre back now. He finds another good ball up the pitch. Harry Kite tries to win the ball, but it's bouncing around. Josh Key plays it off a Tiverton player, and it goes out for an Exeter City throw-in right by the feet of Matt Taylor. Throw-in taken relatively quickly. Jake Taylor shifts the ball out.
Yeah, good play there from Jake Taylor, just opening the play, and I think that's what Exeter City trying to do now. Just a few switches of play, putting a few passes together, and just starting to test this Tiverton Town side with a bit of movement.
Yeah, working them from left to right. Jake Taylor finds the ball in the middle of the park in a bit of space now. Opts to go back to Josh Key, but doesn't quite make the pass, and it runs out for a Tiverton throw.
Doesn't look like an August evening, does it, out there?
No, it's very
is it Storm Norris coming in or something like that?
Yeah. They've all got nice names, haven't they?
Yeah, but then it doesn't actually look that nice out though. The rain is driving across the Tiverton Town pitch into the from left to right into the face of Lewis Ward, and they've certainly got the conditions with them first half, haven't they, Tiverton, by the looks of the way the wind and the rain is blowing here at the Ian Moorcroft Stadium.
Lewis Ward looks like he's struggling to stay on his feet.
Yeah.
Jake Taylor has won the ball back in the middle of the pitch now. He plays out wide for Randall, tries to move the ball quickly out of his feet, but is well tackled by a Tiverton Town player. Josh Key on the throw-in, just past halfway. Jake Taylor opts to go long, but a perfect demonstration of how strong the wind is. Takes it straight out of play.
You put it up in the air in these conditions, it's just not going to go where you want to play it. Get it down on the ground, start playing and put some passes together.
Randall did win the ball back really well there. Plays it off to MJ, who has a shot, but it's well blocked by a Tiverton Town defender. Aaron Dawson comfortably plays the ball out to Craig Woodman, who uncharacteristically plays the ball straight for an Exeter throw-in. Josh Key now on the throw. Midway into the Tiverton Town half. goes to Harry Kite from the throw-in, who then again opts to go long and high. But
it's up in the air though.
The wind has caught it again.
I mean, the wind's dying down a bit now, but just get it on the ground, play it. I mean, it's August, so the pitch isn't going to be as bobbly as it is on, January, February time. Get it down on the deck, start putting some passes together, and I think that's how you get ahead in this game.
Jake Taylor brings the ball down well, but the ball just runs away from him. Josh Key does well to pick up the scraps, and now Lewis Page driving forward, looking dangerous in these opening exchanges. Plays a lovely ball into Matt J. Matt J finds Randell Williams in a great position, just inside the box. Randell Williams goes for the cross to back stick. Joel Randall can't quite put the ball in the back of the net, and it rolls straight into the keeper's hands.
Yeah, he wanted to get a better touch on that, but we touch on Lewis Page. A good darting run forward, and then the pass into Matt J was a real one of real quality, and it just allowed the space to open up on the right. Jay to find Randall Williams and get the crossing. So again, we've mentioned him a couple of times already, but it's a bright opening from the left back.
Now Joe Randall's got room to stretch those legs, makes his way into the area, plays what looked like it was going to be a good pass to Ben Seymour, but a miscommunication, and Tiverton picked the ball up pretty comfortably.
Yeah, he's just got to get his head up, Joel Randall, and let that one go and try and make the next one.
Well. Ben Seymour's shot is tame, straight into the hands of the keeper again.
Yeah, it's from a bit of distance, but didn't catch it right, did he, Ben?
Lewis Williams, of course, formerly of Exeter City, will now.
Yeah, formerly of Exeter City. I think he signed his first professional contract at Exeter City, I think in 2017, but then released a year later.
The kick is long from Lewis Williams and runs, in fact, straight through for an Exeter City goal kick. So now Lewis Ward.
Our number one, Lewis Ward, obviously battles for the actual number one spot with Johnny Maxted, and that should be a good battle again next season, I would imagine, between them two, because they both got 25, 30 games between them last season, and there was times when Lewis Ward was playing well, got the injury, then Johnny Maxted came in and performed very well as well. So I expect that to be a tough battle again next season between them two.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see who Matt goes for as his number one. Craig Woodman has now got a throw in. Far left-hand side for Tiverton. It's a long throw, well taken. Referee could have played advantage there as the ball ran through for Tivy, but he opts to go for
the
a free
Exeter
kick.
City defence there were caught sleeping from that throw, because number 7 for Tiverton, Andy Watkins, it's a throw, so they can't be offside. Just ran in behind the Exeter City defence and nobody tracked him, and actually he got on the end of the ball. The referee's done us a favour there because he's pulled it back for a Tiverton Town free kick. But if not, Andy Watkins has got he's got it down on the edge of the area on the left hand side, but he's got in behind the defence, and it could have been trouble. Still a free kick to defend though.
Yeah, Tivy with a good chance to get the ball in. Two Tivy players step over it. It's opted for an in-swing. Back post. Tivy can't quite finish that chance.
Yeah,
golden chance. Great ball in.
Neil Martin there with a shot at the back post, but he just didn't quite catch it right. He's also a former Exeter City player.
Yeah, it sort of came at him a bit too high. I think someone in the box, I don't know quite who, got a flick on it at the back post. Couldn't quite get his foot in the right position to score.
Made his debut in 2005 for Exeter City, Neil Martin, in a tie against Ebbsfleet.
there's a Simon Larkins fact for you.
Yeah, I've done my research.
I would have been 4 years of age. Joe Randall had the ball in a good area there, but poor ball in as far as he's concerned. And now Tivy go long, only as far as Jordan Dyer, of course, our new 1931 fund player. Briefly touched on that at the last pre-season friendly against Tiverton Town. Yeah,
I like Jordan Dyer as a player from what I saw in the leasing.com trophy last season. I think he will be, obviously, you would imagine our first choice centre-back's going to be Parks and McArdle, but then just behind him you've got Alex Hartridge and you've got Jordan Dyer, and they will be pushing, and of course it's unlikely that they go, they play every league game this season, Parks and McArdle, with suspensions, with bookings, with injuries. So the likes of Jordan Dyer, the likes of Alex Hartridge are going to get a chance at some point in the season, and I think they're capable of stepping in there and doing a job.
Yeah, I think they've played at a similar level to what Tiverton are playing at now, especially Jordan Dyer was at Tiverton on loan last season.
I mean, actually, Tiverton have done a good job for us over the last couple of seasons in
Definitely.
taking our young players and giving them first-team opportunity. And a legend, Exeter City legend in the Tivy dugout as well in Martin Rogers, obviously scored that goal for us in the 4-0 FA Cup win over Newcastle in the 1981 FA Cup run. So he's definitely an Exeter City legend, and a Tiverton Town legend as well. I mean,
Definitely. I think we were talking before the game, weren't we, that he'd been managing here or been involved here since 1992.
no, yeah, 1992 till about 2010. Then a little bit of a break, came back in 2014, but well over 1,000 games for Tiverton in terms of in the dugout. He's very much Mr. Tiverton.
The ball's now in the middle of the pitch. Didn't really see anything wrong with the challenge in there, but it is a Tiverton Town free kick. Pretty much right on halfway.
Taken quickly, got to switch
out
on.
wide to Kyle Egan. He takes a touch backwards. Looks to beat his man Joel Randall, but doesn't. Still keeps the ball. And he looks to recycle it. Poor pass from the Tiverton Town centre back, and Joel Randall now picks it up, gives it back to Jake Taylor. Now MJ has got space to drive in the middle of the pitch. Opts to cut back. Jakey now doing the driving.
Again, we're a bit obscured.
Great intricate play by City. And again, Joel Randall's
Come
shot there,
inside, but
not strong enough.
they've had a couple of efforts, haven't they, from distance, the Exeter City players, and just not quite caught them. I'm thinking of the Ben Seymour strike as well. You catch them from that range, you've got to hit them sweetly, haven't you, to try and trouble the keeper, and they've just been little bobblers really that have gone through, and they've been comfortable saves.
Lewis Page on the ball now in the left back position. Gives it inside to Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor back to Jordan Dyer. No, Alex Hartridge, sorry. Opts to go long. Does go long. Only runs through as far as Lewis Williams, the Tivy goalkeeper. Tiverton playing a lot of positive passes out of defence, and another free kick for Tiverton Town just inside their own half.
Yeah, they've had a few of them, haven't they? And it's good to see Exeter City getting into the challenges in the middle park, though. But a couple of them have been on a little bit on the late side and giving away a couple of free kicks.
Yeah. Tiverton Town go long now, only as far as Alex Hartridge. Lewis Page now on the ball, composed, cuts back, retains possession. Back to Alex Hartridge.
He's not done a lot wrong, Lewis Page.
Nope.
Opening.
He's done very, very well in these opening exchanges. Oh, a misplaced pass by Alex Hartridge, and now Tivy have got numbers forward here. Chris Shepherd looks to play a ball through to Jared Lewington, but doesn't. MJ, intricate footwork, brilliantly played by MJ, and now he can drive forward. He does so brilliantly, MJ. Plays a ball through to Joel Randall, but it's cut out by the Tiverton Town defence. Jake Taylor quickly into that one, like he so often is, and it is going to be a Tiverton throw. Joel Randall's won the ball back not long after the throw. He finds the ball out wide here. Jake Taylor in a very wide position as well. Gives it back to Alex Hartridge, who recycles the ball through Jordan Dyer. Jordan Dyer can now drive forward. A lot of space for him, which is now closed down by Dan Hayfield. Harry Kite on the ball in the middle of the pitch. Looks to play the pass in between the fullback and the centre mid to Josh Key, but doesn't quite find that pass. Harry Kite back on the ball from the throw-in. He finds Randell in a more right wing back role. His pass bobbles back to Jordan Dyer, who looks for Alex Hartridge and finds him. Alex Hartridge with plenty of time and space. Finds Lewis Page out wide, who plays a lovely pass into MJ, who now drives forward again out wide. Knocking the ball around well here in the final third. Exeter City win a throw-in. Harry Kite and Joel Randall play a very good 1-2, which allows Harry Kite to look for Josh Key and finds him out wide.
Oh, good ball down the channel.
Good ball by Josh Key for Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor's cross too far. However, Joel Randall has picked it up and kept it in. On his left-hand side, he finds Lewis Page, who beats his man, gets a good ball in, only as far as Ben Seymour, who tries to poke it around the corner. A few shouts for a penalty from the City players, but The referee waves on, and Lewis Williams' kick is also again runs long and forward. The lino is flagging for offside. The referee's played advantage, and now Josh Key.
Too far away from us to see if there was anything in that in terms of a penalty. There was a big scream from Harry Kite, and then Ben got up and protested as well. But our view's slightly obstructed. It's down the other end of the pitch.
We'll have a better view in the second half, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
Joe Randall plays a quick pass into Lewis Page, who again looks to get the ball in. This time blocked by the Tiverton Town player. Lewis Page does regain possession, plays it to Harry Kite. Harry Kite finds Jordan Dyer, who drives forward. Very advanced roll. Great ball through by Jordan Dyer. Can Randall Williams get onto the end of it? Yes, he can. It's a good ball in as well. But it is blocked by the Tiverton Town player, and it goes out for an Exeter City throw-in, which will be taken by Josh Key. But not before referee interruption. Randall is down on the ground, injured, or appears to be hurt. Hobbles off, or back onto the pitch, should I say. Didn't have a lot of room there to get that cross in, and I think he slid into the wall.
Bit better though, hasn't it? The last 15 minutes from Exeter City in terms of building a little bit of pressure and pushing Tiverton Town back.
Yep, couldn't agree more. Dan Hayfield finds the ball in the middle of the park for Tiverton Town, who plays it out wide to Kyle Egan. Well cut out by Harry Kite, but only as far as another Tiverton Town player, and his ball is wide and out for an Exeter City throw-in, and Josh Key will take it quickly. He finds Jordan Dyer. Exeter City just taking their time on the ball right now. Alex Hartridge plays the ball into Joel Roundoo, who finds himself in a more central and deep position to normal, but Lewis Ward goes long, only as far as Craig Goodwin, his former teammate.
It dropped there in the middle of the park, though. I think probably an Exeter City player should have had hold of that.
Josh Key recovers well, and manages to keep possession of the ball, gives it back to Lewis Ward, who goes long. The ball is won by a Tivy player in the middle of the pitch. Now Lewis Page has picked up the loose ball, keeps it in. Maybe a bit of a deflected pass back there to Alex Hartridge, but it worked, and Harry Kite picks up the ball again. Deep. Plays very much like Archie Collins, I think, Simon Larkins.
Yeah, as Archie Collins was playing last season in terms of deep, maybe that's something he will take on this season in some of the games to allow Archie Collins maybe to play further forward, because we do know Archie Collins is, like we were saying in the last game, has got plenty to offer going further forward as well, in maybe that number 10 or that number 8 role.
Lewis Ward throws it out quickly to Lewis Page, who takes his time, not rushing anything. Goes back to Alex Hartridge, who again will take his time, pick his pass. Not really being pressed by any of the Tiverton Town players. Now Jordan Dyer is being pressed. Steps away well from the pressure put on him. Randall Williams goes for a flick over a Tiverton Town player, but is easily cut out. He does win the ball back. However, it's only as far as Josh Key, who lumps the ball in the air again out of play.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy on that right-hand side during that play. I don't really think the flick was on, if you ask me, from Randall. So
no.
Just keep possession, build an attack, and just be patient.
Joe Randall and Carl Egan with a 50-50. Carl Egan comes off better out of that one, and the ball falls for Tivy again. Chris Shepherd looks for another pass through, but can't quite find it, and Lewis Page has picked up the ball again. Looks to go long quickly, but as we've discussed many a time in this first half, the wind stops it, and Tiverton Town have the ball out wide with Carl Egan. Carl Egan to Andy Watkins, who finds Dan Hayfield, who scoops the ball over the back of the Exeter City defence, so only as far as Alex Hartridge, who again will take his time. Finds that pass to Harry Kite that we've seen so often in this first half.
It's not very quick surface, is it, with
No.
the ladies' meet here? We just saw that with the Alex Hartridge pass. There's a bit of slowness in the pitch, I suppose, but you get used to that pretty quickly. Still get it down, put a little bit more on the pass, and move forward. We got a Tiverton Town player down at the minute.
physio for Tiverton Town. Very quickly on, very swiftly on. Don't know who it is down at this precise moment.
It looked over, and when I looked over, sort of like Craig Woodman area of the pitch, but you can just see Craig Woodman having a chat at the minute to Aaron Dawson. So
I
it's
believe
not.
it might be Tivy's number 10 that's down.
Oh, Tivy's number
ground.
10. Well, that's Jordan Baston.
It is Tivy's number 10, and it is Jordan Baston who's down. He's up pretty swiftly though, given the opportunity for both teams to get a little bit of a drinks break, although probably not needed on a day like today.
Well, we had a chat with Matt after the game on Friday about the drinks break, and he wasn't very happy with having drinks breaks. He wants to get more energy and, test the players a little bit more, and it just slows the game down a little bit, the drinks break, doesn't it? It just gives them a bit of a rest.
Yep. We spoke about how it could benefit one team and hinder another, depending on whether you're on top or being...
Yeah, and I just think during pre-season as well, we're 25 minutes into this game. Actually, you want to be testing whether players can, their fitness levels over 45 minutes without having a little bit of a breather halfway through. You want to be.
Yep.
It's like in Leeds at the minute when they test the players' fitness. They play a game on a Wednesday in between games where it's balls are in, don't have throw-ins or free kicks, and it's just played right in, and you play right through for 90 minutes with no stop, and that I suppose that's kind of pressure you want to put players in. You want to keep testing the fitness, and when every time you stop a game, it just gives a breather for the players.
We are back in action now.
Good ball.
MJ looks to find Joel Randall in behind, but Lewis Williams quickly off his line. Well off his line. And now Craig Woodman has the ball in the left back spot. Opts to go long. It does fizz across the surface a bit better that time, but Josh Key recovers well and forces it out for a Tivy throw. Did well there to not give away a corner.
Yeah, did well.
Tried to win something off the Tivy player, but he didn't. Chris Shepherd picks the ball inside the area now. Great challenge by, I think it was Jordan Dyer that time, and Josh Key again forced to play out for a throw-in.
One of your former coaches, Chris Shepherd.
Yep, him and Aaron Dawson, both formerly coaches of mine at Exeter College. Chris Shepherd is on the ball now, plays it out wide to a Tivy player. Jordan Baston plays a quick 1-2 with Chris Shepherd. The ball's bouncing around in the area, in the right back area. Josh Key does well to pick the ball up and clear it.
Yeah, recovered well, Josh Key there, because he did just allow someone to run in behind him, but spotted it in the nick of time and got back up well.
Harry Kite bundled over.
That's a free kick. It's a free kick all day long. Free kick all day long.
Some Tiverton Town fans not very happy with that,
yeah,
but
well,
I think he did have the ball and there was just a bit of excessive force used
yeah, you can shoulder charge someone, but you can't just step into him like he stepped into him there to disrupt his stride, and that's what he did. You can shoulder charge someone, but he stepped across him there, and it's free kick all day long.
Tivy have won the ball back high again with Chris Shepherd. Chris Shepherd plays out wide to Aaron Dawson. Aaron Dawson plays the ball out wide to Kyle Egan, both formerly of Exeter City, of course. Randall Williams a bit late on the Tiverton Town centre-back, but he's played a great ball out to Craig Woodman, who finds Chris Shepherd in a pocket of space,
done,
but Harry Kite deals with it brilliantly, and MJ now has a bit of space to play out wide. Back to Harry Kite. Harry Kite keeps it in, but...
Yeah, it's too much on the ball there from MJ. He's playing it into space for a player to run onto, but just put a bit too much on it.
Yeah, a bit too much on that one. And now Craig Woodman on the left-hand side with the throw-in, goes up to Jordan Baston. Jordan Baston keeps the ball well. Looks for an alternative, who is Craig Woodman, who recycles the ball back to the Tiverton Town defence. It's a
well cut out.
Well read, Joel Randall. Pass by Joel Randall, which was going straight to Kyle Egan, who would have had a lot of time and space to drive into there. Joel Randall plays it back to Alex Hartridge, and he finds Jake Taylor with a lovely pass around the corner, who opts to go back to Jordan Dyer. Jordan Dyer puts his foot on the ball, stops, gives it back to Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor comfortably plays it back to Jordan Dyer, who finds Alex Hartridge.
I like this. It's patient build-up, passing it, keeping it on the floor.
Not much tempo to this game at the moment. Both sides taking their time in possession. Lewis Page finds himself on the ball. but the lino has waved for an Tiverton Town throw-in, which Lewis Page was
Doesn't
not
quite
very
agree
happy
with that
about.
one, Lewis Page, does he? But
Kyle Egan takes the throw to Aaron Dawson. Aaron Dawson, his pass back to Kyle Egan is not of standard, and it goes up for an Exeter City throw, which is taken quickly. Lewis Page on the ball.
switch the play now. Yeah, well
rolls
done.
it back to Alex Hartridge, who plays the ball to Jake Taylor. His pass maybe a bit slightly forward for Jordan Dyer, but he does well to get onto it and keep the ball. And now Exeter City have the ball in defence again. Lewis Page finds himself on the ball again, who gives it back to Alex Hartridge, and there's a lot of recycling of the ball for Exeter City here.
Yeah, just being patient, just trying to build the openings, get it down, and just letting everybody have a touch of the ball. But plenty of people showing for it, which is good, and he must have strung about 20 passes together in that move to get it forward.
It's an audacious attempt of a pass by Alex Hartridge, which almost ran through for Ben Seymour on the shoulder of the Tiverton Town defence, but doesn't quite roll through. And Tivy now on the ball with Craig Woodman, whose pass is a bit short for the centre back, but he manages to get to it and play it long. Lewis Ward goes long, the ball falls in the middle of the pitch, unchallenged by an Exeter City player, but Joel Randall does get onto it, but is adjudged offside by the linesman on our far side.
Joel Randall offside there.
Yeah, I think he came back from
Okay. Well, they're taking the offside free kick
inside
from
the
inside our half. I
which-
thought Joel Randall was inside our half. It's just
well,
either the free kick's being taken in the wrong place, or it wasn't offside. One of the two.
one of the two. Jordan Baston now has the ball in the far left-hand side corner flag, does well to work the ball back inside, only as far as Dan Hayfield, who plays it to Aaron Dawson, who plays it out wide for Carl Egan, and Carl Egan now, his first touch is positive, into space, he finds Andy Watkins. Andy Watkins cutting inside now, looks for the Chris Shepherd, but is well cut out by Harry Kite, and now he can drive forward. He finds Matt Jay, who cuts back, finds Jake Taylor, who plays the ball out wide to Lewis Page, and now he drives forward. Pass into Harry Kite, it's a bit soft and forces Harry Kite to turn back. Maybe would have liked to have that.
Oh, that's a good ball out wide though. Good ball from Harry.
Josh Key now looks to beat his man. He does. Can he beat Craig Woodman? No. Well defended by Craig Woodman. But Randall Williams has picked up the ball inside the penalty area.
Good cross.
Good ball in.
Oh, well held by keeper.
Well matched by the keeper, Lewis Williams. Tiverton just taking their time now, regrouping, getting everyone back into position.
Yeah, I think this one's going up over halfway from the look of the keeper. Not going to play this one out from the back.
Goes long again, but is somewhat kicked out wide. It looked like it was going out from our angle, but it's
well read by
Lewis
Lewis Page, sorry, and wins the ball just inside our own half. But you can still see the wind swirling about. Don't know why people are knocking up in the air.
The wind took the ball there, and then a challenge by Jake Taylor and Aaron Dawson in the middle of the pitch is adjudged by the referee to be a foul. And Tiverton Town will obviously have a free kick just outside of the Exeter City half. We have just heard that we are now back live after some technical issues.
Okay. We apologise. The score for the technical issues. Score is still 0-0 here. Exeter City have had a few half chances, but there's been no real save for either keeper to make that's really stretched them, is it?
No.
In fact, I don't think Lewis Ward has made a save yet.
Jordan Baston does now find the ball out wide. Lewis Ward comes out and claims excellently, and now looks to get out quickly. He does get the ball out quickly, out to Randall Williams, who drives inside.
I also will just note, I think the Twitter feed, because of the internet problems we're having here at the Ian Moorcroft Stadium, are struggling to get the updates out as well. So if you're trying to follow the match on Twitter, that's why you haven't had anything.
A good ball in by Exeter City there, just missed by everyone, and the ball runs out for a Tiverton Town goal kick.
Yeah. Joel Randall with the ball there.
Okay, so we've just had news that you have been able to hear us the whole time, but the picture is not of the best quality, so we do apologise for the quality of the picture, but like Simon just said, you know, everything taken into account, the weather and the internet. It's
we were also commentating for broadcast rather than radio, so if our commentary wasn't good enough, we apologise for that as well.
The ball goes long by Tiverton Town. It's well won by Jordan Dyer. Joel Randall picks up the ball in the middle of the pitch, plays it out wide to Lewis Page, who now has got room to stretch his legs, and he does so, driving forward. Looks to get the ball in. It's a good ball in.
Yeah, towards
well
that back
by
post.
Williams.
Yeah. Just needed a bit more whip on it.
Had to deal with that, didn't he, the goalkeeper, and did so well. So, the ball in the middle of the pitch with Dan Hayfield. Dan Hayfield plays it back to Jordan Baston, who plays it back to Craig Woodman, and then Jordan Baston receives the ball back. And Tiverton Town, much like Exeter City, just taking their time. They have worked it forward into a good area here with Carl Egan. Carl Egan driving forward, looks for the run of Andy Watkins. He finds Andy Watkins. Andy Watkins returns the ball back to Carl Egan. Carl Egan back to Andy Watkins.
Andy Watkins, former teammate of Scott Walker at Truro City. So that's how long Andy Watkins has been playing football. A bit of a veteran.
Yes, definitely. I'd heard of Andy Watkins before I heard he was in the lineup today.
Yeah,
so.
I used to watch him for Truro City when he was in the same team as Scott Walker, and he used to play a little bit more further forward and chase down everything. I think he's probably dropped back a little bit during the later years of his career, but still got a great touch and still got great quality.
Well, we just saw then a dangerous ball in, just couldn't quite be matched by any of the Tivy players.
Yeah, no one quite read that ball to the back post, did they? And got a foot to it.
Here's a corner now for Tiverton Town, which is taken by Jordan Baston. It's crossed into the back post.
Good.
Chris Shepherd attempts an acrobatic attempt, and in the process kicks Ben
Good back
Seymour.
post header for the corner there by Harry Kite. It was a good ball in. There were a couple of Tiverton Town players lining up at the back post, and Harry Kite with a brave header, and then Exeter City win the second ball and get a free kick on the edge of their own area.
Lewis Ward ushering the team forward and to the left, which they do so. The call to stop for Lewis Ward now. His kick has gone long. Up for Ben Seymour, who tries to win a header. He doesn't. Tiverton Town pick up the ball, and it's scooped into this left-hand side, near left-hand side for us. And
the wind's just dropped a bit, though, hasn't it? Which is allowing the balls in the air to actually find their intended target over the last couple of minutes.
I think we just had a bit of commentator's curse again there, Simon, as the wind takes the ball out of play.
Oh, yeah, and it's picked up. Yeah, there we go. Spoke too soon.
Yeah. The ball is bouncing around in the middle of the pitch, but MJ manages to get the ball down, plays a quick 1-2 with Jake Taylor. His ball can't quite find Randall Williams, who was running in behind, and Jordan Baston now looks to turn Josh Key quickly. His ball is long and in behind, but isn't going to find a Tiverton Town player, and Lewis Ward will just pick up the ball comfortably in the box. He rolls it out quickly to Alex Hartridge, who finds Lewis Page. Good pressing by Tiverton Town here, just forcing an intricate play out of Exeter City, but they managed to play it out fine and comfortably. Lewis Page.
Yeah, good little 1-2 from Lewis Page there, and he's got the ball now up on the halfway line to feet, which is a good little move from left back, who I've been impressed with, I have to say.
Great play by Josh Key and Randall Williams there. Lovely little 1-2, something we could look forward to maybe in the season. Randall looks to cross the ball in, but opts to go wide to Joel Randall, who tries to beat his man. Great cross in. Ben Seymour can't quite get his header. Or should I say a connection to the header?
I don't know.
And it looks to go out for a Tiverton Town corner.
I think the cross comes in and Ben Seymour's stooping to head it. The keeper gets a touch on it and changes the trajectory at the last minute. And that's what's taken it away from Ben Seymour. Otherwise, Ben Seymour's nodding that in for 1-0.
Joel Randall, another great ball in. This time won by a Tiverton Town player, and Chris Shepherd has plenty of time and space to drive forward and does so. Drives beyond halfway, looks out wide for a Tiverton Town player. Tiverton Town
just slowed the counter there, didn't we?
Slowed the counter-attack down, and now Exeter City look to counter themselves. Jake Taylor slows the play down, however. Harry Kite plays it out wide to Randall Williams, and Randall Williams now 1v1 with Craig Woodman. Did beat him, and Craig Woodman very professionally just stuck his body in the way.
Yeah, no one gets past Craig Woodman, even if they do actually beat him.
It's the ball or the man, not both, as they say.
I remember one of Craig's last games for us was probably the game against Plymouth, wasn't it, at St James's Park, and what a superb performance he had that day. You know,
Yeah.
like we said before, great servant to Exeter City over the 8 years he played for us, and before that at Brentford and Wickham as well.
A good delivery in there by, I think it was Randall Williams, but the danger's still not gone. Randall Williams finds the ball out wide again, looks to beat his man, does so, or doesn't so, and Jordan Baston now manages to come away with the ball. Has forced to turn back to Dan Hayfield, who scoops it long. Harry Kite wins that ball, and MJ now tries to flick it around the corner, and a bit too many flicks in the middle of the park here, but Exeter City managed to retain possession. Josh Key out wide to Randall Williams, sorry, and he goes back to Josh Key. And Harry Kite now picks up the ball. It's a great ball by Harry Kite through to Randall Williams. He knocks the ball in.
Cross.
MJ,
good shot.
MJ scuffs the ball across the face of goal, and it's cleared by Tiverton Town. And now Jared Lewington.
Yeah, I thought either Joel Randall or Ben Seymour might have just been on the end of that one on the far post as MJ scuffed a shot at the near post, but it just couldn't quite get on the end of it. But better from City. It's better.
Definitely, so just needing that final tap in home. Tiverton Town back on the ball now. Dan Hayfield in the middle of the pitch. Plays the ball out wide to Craig Woodman, and he's driving forward. Maybe a bit uncharacteristically. He plays out wide to Jordan Baston.
No.
And a penalty is given by the referee.
Oh, come on.
A handball adjudged by Josh Key, I think it was.
His arm's down by his side. Yeah. That's not a penalty for me. Not a penalty for me.
I would agree. I think he can't move. He can't have no arms, and his arms were by his side.
Unnatural position unless they've just moved away from the body as the ball's played in. But I didn't see it that way. And when they shouted penalty, my initial reaction was no, because he's only about 5 yards away.
Exactly. That was the point I was going to make, is the fact that he is probably not much further away than me and you are.
For Tiverton? Is it Jared Lewington? I think it is.
Yeah, it is Jared Lewington.
Jared Lewington lining this up. Lewis Ward bouncing on his line. Here comes the pen, and it's
Lewis Ward dives the right way but can't quite get his hand to it, and it is 1-0 to Tiverton Town.
Yeah, just before half-time, they've managed to nudge themselves in front of Tiverton. I think that's probably the first save Lewis Ward had to make, and it's come from what I would describe as a soft penalty. Yeah,
couldn't agree more. Very soft penalty, but a well-taken penalty, would you say?
Penalties, yeah, low and hard, and you do that, you stand a good chance of scoring, even if the keeper does dive the right way, which he does. You get some power behind the penalty, and you send it low. You make it very difficult for the keeper to save it, even if you don't quite find the corner. I don't think he did quite find the corner. So
on this surface as well, the ball is skidding off. So anyway, we restart, and
they always talk about penalties being good heights for the keeper. Well, if you roll it right on the ground, it's certainly not a good height for the keeper, and that wasn't.
Half-time here at Tiverton Town. It's Tiverton Town 1, Exeter City 0.
So ready for the second half here at Ladies Mead, the Ian Moorcroft Stadium, and Tiverton Town get us underway, and they will. Nikki Ajose, Will Dean, and a trialist on for us at half-time. 3 changes. I'm pretty sure Lewis Page has gone off, hasn't he?
Yeah, Lewis Page has gone off for the trialist.
Now MJ's still out there, so Nikki Ajose's on for Ben Seymour, which I think Ben Seymour perhaps carrying a little bit of a knock during pre-season, because it's the first we've seen of him. Probably no surprise that we've only seen 45 minutes from him. And the other change was Will Dean. I'm not quite sure at the minute who he's on for. It might well be Jordan Dyer. Yeah, because Will Dean is.
Jordan Dyer's here on our near side. He's moved
Josh Key
right.
then. Josh Key's gone off.
He obviously played 90 minutes against Tiverton Town in our last pre-season friendly.
I don't think I've seen Jordan Dyer at a full-back position yet, so obviously adaptable and can play numerous positions. It will be interesting to see him here in the left-back position. But the ball now with Jake Taylor, brings it down the left. He's got his head up, looks for Matt MJ, who plays it back to Will Dean. And Exeter City will just try and get a passing move going here. It's out on the right. with the trialist. He plays it inside. Jordan Dyer, ball over the top. Nicky Ajose adjudged to be offside. I think that was the wrong call there from the linesman, if you ask me. Looked to have run in from an onside position. The flag went up though. He's not going to need it.
The ball ran through to the goalkeeper anyway, so nothing would have come of it.
Still got to get your decisions right, John.
Yeah, true.
And the ball up over halfway. Alex Hartridge will chest this down and play it to the trialist, who's going to burst forward down the right now, taking on the Tiverton Town fullback. He plays it, or looks to play it, towards Joel Randall, but it's cut out. And Tiverton Town break now. Chris Shepherd playing it inside. And
Great
then
ball out by Chris Shepherd.
out to the left here, and Craig Woodman on the ball now. And we know he can deliver a cross into the box. But he plays it back and they build an attack. And it's Dan Hayfield now on the ball. He's just going to play it back to Neil Martin, former Exeter City player. Just in front of us here on the left. Again, slightly obstructed, but Exeter City have won a throw. And a quick ball, and Matt Jay is onto this. And he's got a chance. Can he finish? Good shot, and it's in! Good finish from Matt Jay. Quick throw. Matt Jay ran inside, caught the volley well, and it's in the back of the net, and Exeter City are level, 1-1. Good finish from Matt Jay.
Great finish, throw in taken long and quick by Randell. We've seen him, we know he's got the ability to take that throw in quickly and long, and it's perfectly in behind for Matt Jay. He just takes one touch, smooths out in front of him and slots it past the keeper.
Yeah, it's a good finish, wasn't it? Very good finish.
Composed.
So, 48 minutes, and we're level here. So, let's see if City can put the pressure on this second half.
Another loud jeer as the announcer gets the goal scorer's name wrong.
Who did he go for?
I don't know, but he did correct himself and give Matt Jay. So. He said a Jose the first time.
Okay, wow.
Similar height, I guess.
They're similar height, aren't they? Yeah. There's a lot of difference between a Jose and MJ there.
But height is probably the one similarity they share.
Right, it's with the trialist, just on halfway. Plays it down. It's cut out, and that's by a Tiverton Town player, and it's gone out for a throw. Trialist picks it up again. Throws it back to Alex Hartridge. He's in plenty of space. Back to the trialist, back to Hartridge, and Exeter City just now passing it about, building up play. They're on halfway. Randall's put his hand up for the ball. Randall Williams on this far side. He wants it out on the right. Are they going to switch play? Yep, they are. It's with Jake Taylor. Jordan Dyer's made a run forward. Jake plays it to Randall Williams. And shouts of up come from the Tiverton Town player. They want to squeeze the play. They don't want any ball in behind. But that ball does come now, and it finds Joel Randall, who takes a good touch. But loses it. And Tiverton Town now build.
And they're late on a Tiverton Town player there.
Yeah, ball over the top.
A trialist being dragged about.
You can see the pull on the shirt. I don't know how he's going to get away with that 5 yards in front of the ref.
Yeah,
I don't
right
know.
In front of the linesman.
Yeah, right in front of the linesman. Sorry, not the ref. Harry Kite now out to the trialist. Low ball, fizzes it in towards MJ, but defender reads it, and Tiverton Town bring the ball clear now with Aaron Dawson. His ball isn't the best, and Alex Hartridge will gather in his own half, and Exeter City will try and build another attack. Randall. Joel. And it's into the middle, and Jake Taylor steals that. And Jose's free on this far side, but the ball can't find him, and now the referee will bring it back, and Exeter City have a free kick, very central, 25 yards from goal. Tiverton Town player remonstrating with the referee and Jake Taylor there. He didn't think it was a free kick, but
I think we'll see either Randall or MJ take this one.
I think MJ's taking this.
Yeah?
Yeah, MJ. Well, actually, Randall Williams is looking more purposeful, isn't he?
More likely to take
that
this
could
one.
just be a decoy. Could be a decoy.
Well, that's what they want you to think, isn't it,
yeah.
Simon?
A decoy of a decoy.
A
I think
decoy of a decoy.
I'm going to change. I'm going to say Randall Williams is going to strike this.
Too many decoys. Good
Randall
strike.
Williams does strike it just over the top. And cheers go up because I think that just smacked a Tiverton Town fan in the head behind the goal. I mean, he's behind the goal. Free kicks 25 yards from goal. He must expect that it might be coming his way.
I think he went to catch it or push it out, and it's pushed him back, and he fell onto his backside.
Well,
I believe.
I don't think he'll be getting a call up to play between the sticks.
Replacing number 9, Jared Lewington.
Jared Lewington going off for Tiverton Town.
Is it Levi Landricum?
And Levi Landricum is coming on. Scored plenty of goals at Plymouth Parkway, Levi Landricum. Plenty of goals at this level as well.
Very good.
Very good scoring record. So Exeter City will have to be careful against him. We have played 52 minutes, and it's Exeter City 1, Tiverton Town 1. Tiverton taking the lead through a soft penalty in the first half stoppage time, but MJ equalising 3 minutes into this second half. Jake Taylor on the ball now, plays it back to Alex Hartridge, brings it over halfway with the trialist, just goes back inside, and it's with Will Dean now, who gets his head up, finds Jake Taylor, but patient at the minute from Exeter City. Now Will Dean goes to the ball over the top, and he almost finds Joel Randall, who gives the thumbs up for the pass. Just couldn't quite bring it under control. He was inches away, wasn't he? Had he brought that under control, he'd have been in, and there'd have been another shot on goal.
Yeah, definitely. Will Dean demonstrated a lot in the EFL Trophy last season, that his ability to play those long balls, and
you just also saw the pace of Joel Randall. I think in terms of speed, his sprint stats are up there with Randall Williams on this side of the pitch as well. He is very quick.
Very, very quick.
Good ball from MJ into the box. Can he find Randall Williams get on the ball? No, he can't. A couple of players get back, but neat little build-up play there from Exeter City.
Yeah, through a few intricate passes around the corner and a few 1-2s. Looking good, looking sharp up top.
Tiverton Town just building an attack now, but it ricochets off the trialist in the left-back role. We don't know his name, sorry. First half trialist Lewis Page did very well, but he's off now. And the second trialist is on trying to, well, he'll be trying to do better than Lewis Page did in the first half, because that's the name of the game, isn't it? They're both after one contract.
That's maybe an advantage or a disadvantage, that he knows what he has to beat, if you like.
Yeah, I'd always like to go second in that scenario, but I think, like I said, I think Lewis Page set the bar very high first half with his performance.
Definitely.
Ball down the right, and Randall Williams races away. He just gets a little bit of a push from Craig Woodman, but Randall Williams gets away. Ball's not where it on the money, but just Randall Williams getting away there, and Craig very cutely just gives him a little shove, puts him off balance, puts him under pressure, even though knows he's going to get done for pace. He just puts a little bit of pressure on, and that's the experience of a player like Craig Woodman.
That had a Bale versus Barcelona vibes there, where he ran off the pitch
very
and
much
ran
so.
around.
Yes, yeah. Painted a very good picture there with that example, John. That was a Champions League final, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been a cup final over there.
Okay. Anyway, back to proceedings here at Ladies Mead, and Jordan Dyer plays the ball down to Randall Williams, and Craig Woodman gets a boot in, and Tiverton Town build an attack. But Randall Williams, well, I thought Randall Williams had recovered there to win the ball back, but referee gives a free kick to Tiverton. Not sure about that one. 10 minutes of the second half played. It's Tiverton Town 1, Exeter City 1. Craig Woodman plays the ball forward, plays it back, and now a ball over the top. And it finds the Tiverton Town man in the box, but the linesman's flag is up, and that will be a free kick for Lewis Ward to take.
Again, too far away for us to either confirm or deny whether he was right.
I'm not calling offside decisions from in our own 18 from on our 18-yard box from where I am here. I can call them in front of us here, and the linesman's got one wrong already. Second half, the other linesman on the other side is going to have no complaints from me. Second half, even if he does get them wrong.
for the two friendlies we've commentated on, we've had a good view of the line.
Randall Williams brings the ball forward now, and he's going to attack Craig Woodman again. Craig Woodman stands him up, and he wins this second duel. And a shake of the head from Randall Williams, because he knows he's against a very good left back. Probably really should be playing, National League or league football, shouldn't he, Craig Woodman, with the talent he's got. It was just a shame injury hit season last season, and then everything else happens on top of it, where clubs have got to cut back. And Tiverton, local club for Craig, he only lives just down the road, doesn't he? So that's why he's playing here. But he's above this level, isn't he?
Oh, 100%. It's a brilliant acquisition by Tiverton.
Martin Rogers saying he had to, keep it quiet, so nobody else knew Craig Woodman was available. You can probably agree with that statement, because there would have been a few other clubs probably, picking up the phone.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway, Tiverton now, free kick inside their half, about 10 yards inside their half. Wind's still blowing here on a blustery August evening. Ball over the top. Header won by Exeter City by the trialist, and Jake Taylor now brings it down, and it's just a little bit scrappy, and they've lost it, and the ball's in, and Levi Landricum didn't quite get it under control, and then skied it over the top. He's claiming that Lewis Ward got a touch on that, but it was a yard over the top, and actually expected a little bit better there from Levi.
Yeah, Landricum. I thought, given his prolific goal scoring record at this level, that he would have been a bit more composed there, but just sort of snatched at the opportunity, took it.
Never really got it really under control. Tried to go with his right foot to control it, then it slipped onto his left, and he had a first time shot and didn't catch it right. I think if he'd brought it under control, he might have took that one away.
It's a very good pass from the Tiverton player first time there.
Yeah, Exeter City now on the attack though, but that's stopped by a sliding challenge from Dan Hayfield, and his ball forward is cut out, and Randall Williams now on the run. MJ. Yeah, that's a free kick. MJ nicked it past, the high challenge came in, and actually the Tiverton Town players come off worse there, but it was a free kick to Exeter City. Number 6, Neil Martin, is down. He doesn't agree with the decision, but again it's a very central free kick, and having had one sight of goal and just put it over, you would thought maybe Randall Williams has another go here, but MJ's put it down more purposefully now, and I would say MJ's going, well, you missed first time, so I'm going to have this one.
It'd be good to see MJ have an attempt there. I think we've got two good options.
I think the refs put them back more than 10 yards there. I don't look like 12 yards back from the wall, don't they?
Sorry, it sounds like you're complaining.
I am a little bit. They've moved forward now, so it's about 10 yards. MJ with a shot, and it's actually hit the wall. So the wall does its job. MJ plays the ball in. Oh, that's a late challenge. It's got to go in the book for that. Even a friendly.
Despite it being a friendly, yeah, that was a bit late.
Yeah, he's going to get booked. Of course, bookings, red cards don't carry over into the league season if you pick them up on friendly. But you can't let a player get away with a challenge like that. It was a good couple of seconds late and deserved to be a yellow.
Good footwork by Randall.
Who's taking this, MJ or Randall?
I think it's going to be Randall. I think they're going to take in turns.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with Randall. No, MJ's taking this.
You think MJ's going to take it?
MJ's taking this.
I think I'm still going to stick with Randall.
So MJ's lining it up now. Has a look towards the top corner. Can he find it? Randall Williams steps back. No, it's going to be MJ. Yeah, he's just lining it up.
He's got the glances.
Takes the free kick. It's a good one. Oh, and it's only just wide.
Good save.
Oh, no, it's a save. Keeper got a hand to it, so that was going in the bottom corner. Very good save by the keeper, Lewis Williams. I think he won their Young Player of the Season or Player of the Season award last year for Tiverton. So, as we know, playing for Exeter City, a good keeper. Corner comes in. Jake Taylor gets a touch, but it's well blocked. And MJ is putting pressure on the Tiverton Town player and manages to win a free kick high up the pitch. Joel Randall's gone to pick up the ball, plays it to Jordan Dyer, and they get it passing, moving forward now with Harry Kite. Just going to step forward. Will Dean, over halfway, decides not to play a ball over the top, just recycle the ball. And time he does play a ball over.
Well left by the Tiverton defender.
Neil
for the,
Neil
for
Martin.
Lewis
Neil Martin gets a shout from Lewis Williams to leave it because he knows it's running harmlessly through to him, and now he'll take his time and look to play the ball up over halfway, which he does. Alex Hartridge wins that header. Good header down as well to Joel Randall. Gets City on the attack with the A trialist, who turns back inside. Back to Hartridge. Now with Will Dean. Hartridge. Good possession from Exeter City. Over halfway now. And they've lost it as the ball was played forward towards Nicky Ajose. And another ball in behind, and Levi Landricum will get on the end of this and will get a shot in. And it's going to roll just wide of the post. But we said he was a danger and managed to muscle the defender off the ball very well. Get onto the ball in the box, and only the finish was lacking there.
Yeah, Will Dean seemed to be lacking for pace there, and Levi just tried to squeeze it past Lewis Ward, but the ball, it wasn't going in either, but it did hold up on the surface a little bit, and it seems to be a goal kick.
Yeah, goal kick, Lewis Ward to take. Up to halfway, good header from Jordan Dyer, but it falls to a Tiverton Town men. And they play it round with Chris Shepherd, who plays a ball in behind the Exeter City defence. They're just looking to turn the Exeter City defence at the moment early in the second half. Get Levi Landricum in behind. And Exeter City now building a passing game. Randall Williams has it. Oh, it's just not enough on it, and Craig Woodman reads it and brings the ball forward. They're just starting to pass it about themselves at the back now. Neil Martin, good ball. Well, the ball forward, caught in the wind, and Exeter City bring it down. Alex Hartridge. I think there's another substitution being prepared over on the far side. I can see the fourth officials' numbers and the board glinting in the light.
Looks to be is it a Tiverton Town substitution?
Yes, Martin Rogers is on the side there, isn't he? Giving instructions, so it's going to be a Tiverton Town substitution coming on now. Number 11, I think that's Chris Shepherd, going off. Tannoy will confirm if they can stop the rustling.
Plug it in.
Substitution for Tiverton Town. Coming on, number 17, Jordan Lamb, and is replaced number 11, Chris Shepherd.
Yeah, Chris Shepherd going off for Jordan Lamb. We've had 20 minutes of this second half. It's still Tiverton Town 1, Exeter City 1. Ball with Alex Hartridge. Plays it across the back line to Will Dean. Will Dean's got Jordan Dyer in support, but he looks down the line for Randall Williams. Craig Woodman's alert to that and stops it, but
Great
number
ball forward
7,
by Aaron Dawson.
Andy Watkins has got in behind. Flags up, flags up. Won't count.
Won't count.
Like we said before, Andy Watkins, former teammate of Exeter City's Scott Walker at Truro.
The ball hit the liner there, but it is an Exeter City throw.
So it's an Exeter City throw on this right-hand side. Jordan Dyer with it. Plays it to Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor looking for movement in front of him. Plays it down the line. Comes off the lino again, but actually Lino kept it in play.
I'm not sure how that
I think that probably favoured Tiverton more than Exeter.
Not sure how that could have worked, because the lino is stood well and truly off the pitch. But
yeah, he's too close to the line though, so it just kind of, and it's got to be the whole ball, so he just kept it in. Contrary to rumours, the linesman's not being signed by Tiverton on a one-year contract after that. It was a good touch.
Yeah, it was a good touch. Kept the ball alive.
I think it had an element of good fortune about it rather than actually skill. Lewis Ward picks the ball up in the area, rolls it out to Will Dean. Jordan Dyer now on the ball, just rolls it back inside. Perhaps just need a little bit more zip in the play in the passes, doesn't it? It's slightly slow from Exeter at the minute.
Yeah, I think in the start of the second half we saw a few more intricate passes around the corner and a few more 1-2s, quick play, but it slowed down as the second half has progressed.
And number 4, Aaron Dawson, also a former Exeter City player, just getting Tiverton Town on the attack there. Ball over the top, looking for Andy Watkins, forces Exeter City to clear for a throw. Just in front of the changing rooms in the far right corner of Ladies Mead, if you've been here before. And Tiverton Town now have the ball just inside the Exeter City area, and they're going to try and work a chance. It's with Craig Woodman. Is he going to shoot? No, he's going to cross. I wanted a Craig Woodman shot. I just want to see one.
For old time's sake.
For old time's sake. Remember Scunthorpe. Tiverton Town have it on the attack now. Again, just on the edge of the area. And that is a shot from distance, and Lewis Ward saves at the second attempt, gathers as well, with, I think, Andy Watkins there lurking, trying to pick up any scraps.
Very good play by Tiverton Town.
Yeah, they've been dangerous the second half, haven't they? A bit more
Definitely.
dangerous second half than they were first half.
Jordan Bastin wins the ball.
And Craig Wardman brings the ball over halfway. Plays the ball infield to Andy Watkins, looking for Levi Andricum, but it's cut out. And Jake Taylor has it now. Rolls the ball out to the trialist. His ball forward isn't good enough, and Tiverton Town now get on the attack. Can't have too many misplaced passes as a trialist, can you?
No, definitely not. I mean, I don't recall Lewis Page misplacing any passes or making any
There was
major mistakes.
there was one ball he played high up in the air, which I thought was perhaps the wrong choice because of the wind and the swirl. But like I said, I did think he played quite well first half. Anyway,
Yep.
Tiverton Town now on the attack, bring it over halfway. Oh, it's cut short, cut out. Randall Williams now on the ball. He gets another chance to run at Craig Woodman. I think it's on as even between Craig Woodman and Randall Williams in this second half. One for Randall and one for Craig. But at the minute, it's Tiverton Town on the ball with Craig Woodman. Jake Taylor goes to close him down. Forces a mistake, and Randall Williams now on the edge of the area. He's looking for support. He's found it with Harry Kite, who will surely go out to Jordan Dyer on this right-hand side. Jordan Dyer's got a crossing chance, but he plays it to Randall Williams. Randall Williams inside the box. Craig Woodman gets a foot in. Jake Taylor with the cross. It's a good one. Linesman's flag gone up. Well done, Lino, comes the shout from behind the goal. I think that was perhaps Matt J offside again. Yeah. It's a bit too deep for me to call that one. He could well have been just offside.
It's better play by Exeter City though, definitely. Getting the
Better
ball
play,
on the ground, moving it.
Bit of build up and just back to Harry Kite in the middle. Spotted that Jordan Dyer was in a bit of space and it got a man over. A bit scrappy at the minute. Ball finds a Jose, can't keep it in play on the left-hand side, and that will be a Tiverton Town throw. And I think that's Kyle Egan, yeah. Another Exeter City player in this Tiverton Town lineup. He throws it inside to Aaron Dawson. I think Aaron Dawson and Kyle Egan probably played in the same Exeter City side at one point. Anyway, Jake Taylor in Tiverton Town half. It's out wide. Good cross in. Finds Randall Williams. He's going to have a shot. Did not catch that one right. That's over the stand behind the goal.
That is way over the stand and behind the goal.
Tiverton Town replacing number 7, Andy Watkins.
Andy Watkins going off.
Is number 14, Ed Butcher.
And Ed Butcher coming on. Yeah, with that shot from Randall Williams, just didn't get his knee over the ball, did it? Didn't catch it right, but the idea with the space he had on the edge of the area, the idea was right to have the shot, the technique wasn't. Anyway, Lewis Williams, also former Exeter City, about to take the goal kick for Tiverton Town. Launches it over halfway. Will Dean wins the header there. Plays it back over halfway. And it'll be a ecstasy throw, quickly taken by Alex Hartridge, looking for Nicky Jose. Tiverton Town read it and clear now with Aaron Dawson. And it will go back towards Will Dean, who rather unconventionally tries to control it. A bit scrappy, ball ends up...
A few late challenges there.
A few late challenges, a lot of pressure on as a ball dropped out of the sky there, but it fell nicely for Exeter in the end and rolls through to Lewis Ward. And it's Randall Williams and there's a late challenge there, I think, from Jordan Bastin. Gives Exeter City a free kick. Alex Hartridge now brings it under control. Will Dean, Jordan Dyer, Matt J. Exeter City putting some passes together now. Good turn from Harry Kite. Good ball in the middle. And now Joel Randall. Oh, there's too much on that. He knows that as well.
Still some words of encouragement for Jake there, which is good to see. Not getting on his back too much.
Building a bit of passing together, weren't they? And then just that final one over hit. But the idea is right. Quick passing. You know, play it forward. Put them under pressure. It's quite easy, isn't it, just to play a 10-yard pass, slow it down and keep possession, and it may look good, but you've actually got to take a bit more risk, haven't you, to break the deadlock. Jordan Dyer, quick throw, finds Joel Randall. 2 men on him. He'll do well to get out of this corner, and he doesn't. Craig Woodman's there as well, and he wins the ball back. Plays it up. And that will be a throw-in. Jordan Dyer takes it quickly. Will Dean controls into the centre of the park to Alex Hartridge. The trialist now on the ball. Closed down quite well. Randall Williams shouts for it. It's coming his way. Good cushion on the chest. But Craig Woodman's in there quickly. And it will be a throw-in. Taken quickly, though. There's a bit more speed about Exeter City's play now. Trying to put the pressure on. And a good little flick there from Joel Randall and wins it back. Good first touch football, good ball in. Oh, should do better. He's blazed it over the top. Ball low towards the penalty spot. Nicky Jose applauds the pass from Joel Randall, but he just got under it like Randall Williams did earlier and skies it over the top. But that was a very promising move from Exeter City. Yeah,
brilliant little move. Like I said again, those 1-2s, those quick passes, and then Joel Randall does well. He could have easily just taken the shot there and he had the composure to pull it back across, and Nicky Jose couldn't quite keep his head over the ball.
Yeah. So with a goal kick again, Lewis Williams to take for Tiverton Town. Up over halfway. And Will Dean wins the header as Levi Landricum was looking to bring it down and get in behind. Randall Williams on the run now. Gets side down but gets back up. And now chases down Craig Woodman, but number 10, Jordan Bastin, comes and wins the ball back at the second attempt. Craig Woodman's got time, and he plays it back inside. Ball over the halfway by the Tiverton Town defender, Neil Martin.
Well played by Dan Hayfield there.
Dan Hayfield, a little Cruyff turn in the centre circle. Opens up the right-hand side of the pitch, and Tiverton Town now will tack down that right-hand side. They've got it towards the byline. They might be able to work across an angle here. They do. It comes in. Lewis Ward claims. Drops it. Oh, and saves it on the line. Well, that was a nervy moment for Lewis Ward. Just dropped out of the sky. Looked, for all the world, like he was going to catch it, but a nervy moment for him.
Yep. He did well to recover, but he's had 2 like that in this second half where he's spilt the ball.
Jake Taylor now with a good ball forward to Joel Randall. Joel Randall can't turn and beat Neil Martin in the centre of the Tiverton Town defence, though. And Tiverton now will come on the attack. It's been end-to-end these last few minutes. And Tiverton Town look as though they've... Well, no, I thought they were going to win a corner. But it's prevented. And it will be a throw.
Substitution for Tiverton Town, replacing number 3. Craig Woodman.
Craig Woodman getting a good round of applause from everybody inside the stadium here. Yep. Exeter City fans appreciated him as much as the Tiverton Town fans. And he's been replaced by Cormac Pike. What have you made of Woody's performance?
He's looked very composed, hasn't he? Considering he's been playing against, Randall Williams, who's,
Who's
not
been
only is he
linked-
a very good
yeah.
League Two player, could be playing above the League Two level. He's been very good, but nothing more than I expected, really. He's
Yeah,
been
on this, just as Tiverton Town play the ball into the box, comes to the back post, good strike. It's gone to the edge of the box, or just over. We've had a close-up look, second half of Craig Woodman, because he's playing just in front of us, and the battle between him, although it was going on first half, the battle between him and Randall Williams. Randall Williams beat him once, but I think he won the ball off Randall Williams probably three times in that second half, which just shows you, how on his game today he was, Craig Woodman. It's no surprise he's always like that.
Yep.
He will be a very good addition to the Tiverton Town lineup. But Jordan Bastin now on the ball. He plays it up down the left-hand touchline. I think that's been... No, it hasn't been kept in play. Linesman's flagged. Exeter City throw. Harry Kite now brings it out of midfield for Exeter City. Finds Matt J. Good touch, but he's lost it. And it's with number 14 for Tiverton, who sprays the ball across. Ed Butcher, number 14, sprays the ball across towards the right. Now, Martin on the ball, plays it in. And Exeter City win it back. Harry Kite. His pass isn't great, but it's fallen to Randall Williams, who will now have a chance to run at the new fullback for Tiverton Town. Matt J plays it inside. Randall Williams comes inside as well. Good ball. Ooh, Jake Taylor almost on the end of that one. And we've got just over 10 minutes to go in this second half. It's Tiverton Town 1, Exeter City 1. Couple of good chances for Nicky Jose and Levi Landercrum to add to that score, but neither could take them, and it's still even Stevens here. Nicky Jose has it now, though, and he tries to get his head up, look for someone in the box, but he's just going to have to recycle it under the pressure of Jordan Bastin.
Poor touch by Jake Taylor.
Jake Taylor, yeah, didn't manage to bring that one on control, and Tiverton Town get down the left. Well, that's a late challenge. That will be... Oh, ref hasn't given anything for that.
I think that was definitely a free kick from my...
I don't know what the ref was looking at there, but Exeter City now break with Matt J. Into a crossing position, good ball in. Oh, looking for Randall Williams, doesn't quite find him. Jake Taylor controls it on the edge of the box. The trialist with the ball in there. Harry Kite. Alex Hartridge now out to the trialist again, who will have another chance to get a cross in. Can he deliver? He gets down, good, well, low cross in. Got into a good crossing position, but again, the ball in wasn't really up to standard.
Well, one back by MJ there. Determination to get that ball back.
MJ wins the ball back well, yeah. Plays it into Randall Williams. Now it's gone to Jake Taylor. Jake Taylor. Ball bobbles through, and this might be a chance. Oh, just didn't quite settle down for MJ to have a shot. And it's cleared for a Exeter City throw. And now we are approaching the 80-minute mark. Alex Hartridge. Will Dean. Harry Kite. Space to run into. Finds Jordan Dyer. Randall Williams makes a good run.
Great ball.
Gets in behind the defence. Low ball in. Oof. Needed, looking for Nicky Jose, but just needed a little bit more fizz on it.
Oh,
Ball
no.
comes up high. It's coming in. Good control by the commentator. Played it straight to Will Dean.
Oh.
And still managed to commentate while I was playing that ball back into play. And it's with Alex Hartridge now. Nicky Jose, shooting chance, he has one. Oh, just over the top. What did you make of that control by me there, John?
That's the best touch of the night.
Yeah. Anyway, that shot from Nicky Jose just over the top, and it will be a goal kick for Lewis Williams.
I think it's more of a cushioned volley from you.
Yeah, well,
Ball's come down and you've given it back straight through the stand.
yeah. Jordan Bastin going off.
And he's been replaced by number 16, Billy Crask.
Billy Crask. I thought Billy Crask came on as last substitute. Well, that's how it was announced, but who knows. Oh, and there's going to be a host of Exeter City changes now. MJ's going off on the far side. We've got Czech Diabates come on. I'm probably just going to run through who's coming on rather than who's going off, because it's 3 or 4 or 5 changes. Noah Smurden's on.
Lewis Wilson.
Lewis
Sonny.
Wilson. Sonny Cox, a youngster who's been given a free pre-season game, so obviously highly rated. I think he's going to play up alongside Nicky Jose.
Randall has also gone
Randall
off.
Williams has also gone off. So Noah Smurden on, Lewis Wilson on, Czech Diabate on, and Sonny Cox on. But there may be more, but I don't think so. Jake Taylor.
Oh, and Louis Morrison.
Oh, and Louis Morrison. Lewis Wilson and Louis Morrison. So I think Lewis Wilson replacing Randall Williams on this right-hand side. Tiverton Town looking to play it down the right, but Will Dean's got plenty of time to control that one and play it back up over halfway. He looks down the right for Nicky Jose, who manages to win a throw off the Tiverton Town defender. He's looking for players in front of him, can't see any, tries to play a ball into Sonny Cox, didn't come off.
Yep.
But Exeter City have won a free kick. Just Harry Kite being fouled 25 yards from goal. This is a little bit more to the left than the previous 2 free kicks, which were very central. MJ has gone off, and
Will Dean steps over the ball.
So
no one else with him.
Yeah,
so it will be Will Dean.
Yeah, so no Randall Williams or MJ to take this free kick. So Will Dean's third in the pecking order behind them. Can he do better? Well, MJ found the target, found the bottom corner, and produced a very good save from the keeper, Lewis Wilson. Will Dean over the ball. Good strike.
Good strike.
It's in. He can do better. He finds the top corner. Wonderful free kick. And Exeter City lead here at Ladies Mead. What a strike.
All you can do is applaud. What a finish.
Yes.
What a strike. Up and over the wall, straight into the top left-hand corner. What a finish.
Yes. Que golazo.
Number 41, Will Dean.
So, how long have we got left, John?
That was the 84th minute, so we
84th
have
minute.
6 minutes left.
6 minutes left, and we lead here 2-1. Not that victories results really matter in pre-season, but this would obviously be the first one as well. So, and on the balance of pay, would you say Exeter City just about shading it?
Yeah, definitely. I think a bit more than just about. I think Tiverton have had a few good chances, but it's been mostly Exeter City.
Yeah, they were actually very quiet first half. I think they've been better second half in terms of, I think maybe we've just shaded the second half, but certainly we were better first half, and ironically went in 1 down.
Yep.
So Tiverton now bringing it out of defence. Neil Martin, and the new fullback brings it over halfway. He's being chased well though by the Exeter City youngsters. Ball into the middle, but it's cleared behind by Czech Diabate, and I think that will be a corner. May well be a throw. Vision blocked a little bit here. Could be a corner, could be a throw.
I think I can't quite tell.
The way they're lining up, I think it's a throw. Yeah, it's a throw. Short. But it does find its way into the box, but no one there to pick it up, and it's played over the top. Down the line, playing for territory, and now Tiverton Town have got a throw very deep inside their own half, and Exeter City will push up to halfway. Lewis Williams now with the ball just outside his area, but he'll kick it over the top. Check Diabate's ball all day long, heads that forward.
There's a foul there.
There's a foul there, not given.
Referee hasn't given it.
Well, I think it was Louis Morrison, wasn't it, going up to win that header. Just gets a nudge in the back.
COVID-19 officer, Ollie Priestley, without whose work we probably wouldn't have got this game on. So thank you very much, Ollie Priestley.
A round of applause for Ollie Priestley, the COVID-19 officer who's been awarded the man of the match for putting on the game. They've marked out all the spaces, plenty of instructions that we came on. Tiverton Town, considering they only got the guidelines to get fans, but Exeter City attack. a good challenge. Considering they only got the guidelines really late from the government that they could open from this game, have done a fantastic job putting this match on for spectators, haven't they?
A brilliant job, and everyone's adhered to the rules perfectly, and they did say they were under review today, so let's hope that that went okay.
Yeah, let's hope they've passed the review. Exeter City currently passing the review here in terms of the football. 2-1 up.
Yep, definitely. Like you said, like we've said, they've been by far the better side in the second half and first half, and in the game in general. So they deserve the lead thoroughly.
Sonny Cox looking to put pressure on the Tiverton Town defence, but they do manage to play it out quite easily. Neil Martin bringing it out. And now it's in the centre of midfield. Played back in by Aaron Dawson. Over halfway now. Tiverton Town starting to string a few passes together, but they've played it out of play on the left-hand side. And Harry Kite now, who's had a very good game, playing the whole 90 minutes. Check Diabate, up to halfway. Can he find a pass? Just puts his foot on rolls his foot over the ball, plays it back to his centre-back pair in Will Dean. Will Dean says play it forward. Check Diabate obliges, but the header is won by number 15 for Tiverton Town, Ed Butcher. Ball play forward. Tiverton Town now bring it back out.
Well cut out by Louis Morrison.
Yeah, well cut out by Louis Morrison. Harry Kite buzzing about there in the centre of midfield as well. So with check Diabate. Harry Kite now. He'll find Tiverton Town winning the ball back in the midfield. It's just down in front of us. A few fans blocking our way, but I think Exeter City have won a throw-in. Oh. Tiverton Town thought they had a free kick then. Actually, it's a throw to Exeter City. Neil Martin's letting the linesman know what he thinks of that decision.
I don't think he's very happy.
No, and we do apologise if you did hear any bad language there, but I don't think you did pick it up. Sonny Cox with the shots. Just wide.
Did well to just take that first touch inside there and
just
get the shot
it's the first touch inside is what impressed me most about that move. But quick ball coming in, and played it to where he could then see the space and get a shot away. So, you know, bright from the youngster. I think he's only 15 years of age, or maybe 16. Another one of the ones to come through the academy, which people are talking about with a bright future.
Yep, definitely. He's in the two friendlies. He's not played too much, but certainly impressed more today than he did at Taunton. Didn't really.
Well, I saw him at Bristol Rovers as well, and in the half that wasn't.
Here he is again.
It was the half after the actual game, and he hit the crossbar in that one. So Exeter City win a free kick, and they just stop and play it quickly. Probably should be trying to get on with the game and try and get an equaliser, but it's with Exeter City at the back. Check Diabate. Back to Will Dean. Will Dean. They're just content at the minute to hold on to the ball in the defensive line. Check brings it over halfway. Lewis Wilson tries to hold that one up, but he bit too much pressure at his back and he loses the ball. And now the ball is spread right out to the right, but Noah Smurden wins that. And Harry Kite brings it now to Louis Morrison. Oh, but mix up, and Tiverton Town are in here now. Into the box. Gone a bit too wide.
Well played by Will Dean.
And Will Dean manages to get across to block the shot.
Had a very good second half, Will Dean. Come on, and it's been very impressive. Not only did he rocket that free kick into the top corner, but he's very composed.
Yeah,
he had some very, very good strikers at this level. Yeah,
he had to be alert there because Ed Butcher was in down the left-hand side. Did go a little bit wide. Presented the opportunity for Will Dean to get a block in. As I was just talking there, the corner comes in and a header wide.
88 minutes played.
So 88 minutes played. We're going to push you now, John, for your Exeter City man of the match.
Not 88 minutes played.
That's 90 minutes played.
90 minutes played.
So as the full-time whistle goes, Exeter City have won here by 2-1. A superb free kick by Will Dean to win it. A good strike from Matt J. Perhaps unfortunate to go behind in the first half, but responded well in the second half. John, what have you made of it?
Yeah, very, very, very good game. Exeter definitely the better side, the more dominant side, and thoroughly deserved the 2-1 win.
I was just as we were getting towards the full-time whistle there, I was going to push you for a man of the match candidate from Exeter City. So, who would you give that to?
I think for me, man of the match has got to be. I think Harry Kite was very good in the middle of the pitch, controlled the game very well, brought people into the game very well, so for me it's Harry Kite. Yeah,
I would have gone with Harry Kite as well. I thought he was good in the centre of the park. But mind you, Will Dean, like you said, played very well, but perhaps just not enough minutes on the pitch because he only came on at half-time, but very impressed with him second half as well. So it's finished here at Ladies Mead, the Ian Moorcroft Stadium. As the music comes back on, John, Exeter City have won here by 2-1. Thank you very much for joining us on our live stream, and we'll be back again on Friday when we welcome Truro City to the Cliff Hill training ground.